Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now.
See this? How you cannot go?
Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up again. Once again, I see Cheryl in the building. Cheryl, see what's going on? I ain't seen you in a while, sweetheart. Sister is in the building. We got Wave in the building. Tina Powers. Sanja is in the building. I don't know if Freddie in the dark is in the building, but today is her birthday. Happy birthday, sis. I know if you're late, you're probably just like me, running in here, trying to figure out what was going on in court today. We're going to be talking about the Cody case, Cody Bigsby case. Cory Bigsby, the father of Cody, is in jail right now on 30 charges. And it has nothing to do with Cody's disappearance. But lately, in the last 2 weeks, you guys, I won't even say 2 weeks. I say 1 week. They had came back and indicted Cory Bigsby for the murder of Cody Bigsby. And so we're watching that, and we've been waiting on that. And things is going on in over there in Virginia, in Hampton. You know, I don't know, they call it the Dirty Hampton, the Dirty Roads, or something like that. But I see Annette in the building. I see Nancy's in the building. Crystal Powers in the building. Hey, Freddie in the dark in the building. Happy birthday. I love you, girl. I love you with all my heart. I'm sorry I hadn't got with you. You know, I've been downloading some things on my computer. My daughter's getting some things. She just left. I mean, she was running out the door, and I was like, I got to get in here. And you guys, but it didn't have anything to do with YouTube right now because, you know, first priority is take care of self. Self-preservation is the key. If you take care of yourself, everything else is going to come underneath that umbrella and be taken care of. It may not be like you like it, but at least you take care of it. So take care of yourself before you go try to take care of somebody else. Sweep at your front door before you go sweeping at mine or anybody else's. That's how you do things. And if you're not doing that, if you're trying to sweep at somebody else's door and clean their house and cook their food and make sure they all right, guess what? When you look, you're going to be angry with yourself because you're going to say, where's everybody to help me? You see what I'm saying? So Cory went to court today, and that's what's happening. So, I got a couple of videos that I can't download because I was downloading my school project and everything, you guys. And I just want you guys to know, you remember I told you, I'm back into college again. So I'm taking some classes, and right now I'm taking my psychology class and I'm taking my math. Well, I'm doing my placement for my math, and I don't want to start with just, the basic ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, math, add, subtract, or whatever. So I'm taking my placement math, but right now, I guess I'm in the calculus. I'm not really trying to get in calculus. I just want to get a high score so everything will go with the way I want. You got to have a plan before you go start doing stuff. And it may not work the way you want, but I guarantee you there's a thing in this world called divine intervention. Whether it's a good thing, bad thing, negative or positive, it has to work together to, guess what? For God's will. Okay? So sometimes if you didn't get that job, it probably wasn't meant for you to get that job. You didn't end up with the boyfriend or the guy or the husband that you wanted, but you married this one and you're thinking you should have married that one. You married the one that you were you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Even in the chaos and all the crap that goes around it, you are actually where you're supposed to be. So don't ever think that, oh, you messed up, because guess what? You can't mess up. You just can't. You got one time to get it. You don't have to get it right in your eyes, but I guarantee you it's right, because God does not make mistakes. He put you here for a reason, and you're going to guess what? You're definitely going to do whatever that reason is. You don't know what it is, but he knows what it is. Whether it's for you to come along to somebody on the street and give them a quarter, that might be the reason why you're here. It might be to talk to a young lady and you don't know you talking her way out of jumping off a building. Guess what? All the other stuff you went through, it ain't got nothing to do with why you're here. You're here for a purpose, and you're going to meet that purpose before you leave, whether you know it or not. But anyway, you guys, I'm not going to get into logistics of religion and Christianity and your belief. And I'm not here to change who you are. You are who you are, and you're at where you're supposed to be at, right here, right now. And we're going to talk about this. One thing I want to share with you before I get off into this, just because we were on that note. So the job that I have, I'm not going to get all into, like I said, the details, but someone came to me in distress last night, and it was somebody that I cared about at the facility I work at. I couldn't believe what they were telling me. I got on the horn real quick and I said, why are you telling me? Why you didn't tell them? I wasn't even here the day before. So you should have said something. Do you know what they said to me? I'm telling you because I know how it works, and I trust you. That could be the reason why I'm still at this facility. I thought to myself, oh my God, I felt very special that you share this embarrassing situation that you're going through with me. Now, what I got to do, I got to act on it. I really don't want to be involved because it's very dangerous, but I will, speak out and let the appropriate people know what's going on. Now, they didn't tell me to go tell anybody. They didn't tell me to keep it to myself. So, yeah, I got on the horn and I was like, hey, DON. I told Don, you guys know who Don is, right? We just going to call him Don because you guys know why I'm calling him Don. So I said, hey, well, I called Don. Don didn't answer the phone. I called Don. Don didn't answer the phone. I called Don. Don didn't answer the phone. So then I called their sister, Don. And I said, hey, this is going on. And she said, oh, me, oh, my. And she was like, well, I wish you would have called Don. I said, I did. I called him 3 times. And then guess what? She says, well, I'll call. So then she called and then he called me. So Don was like, hey, what's going on, Sonny? And I was like, this. He was like, nobody said nothing to me. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you're put in a place for a reason. And I believe that was my reason for this situation right here, right now. And hopefully that this person gets the help that they need or get transferred, moved, or whatever, because it's that serious. You guys understand what I'm saying? Some people ain't gonna tell any and everybody what they're going through, but they're gonna tell the person that they need to, because they know that that person's gonna react, because there's been an action, so somebody needs to react. Now I'm the little person on the totem pole. I'm just a little bitty person, but I'm a person that can say, hey, you know what? This was told to me, and you guys need to correct it and get it right and protect this person. Anyway, you guys, and I do believe, yes, I did take that oath. And I do believe with me knowing and that person telling me what happened or whatever, they have to take it serious. You guys understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't let this happen to nobody. But anyway, and that's without going off into the details. But let's talk about this Cody Bigsby. So they went to court today. If you have kids, this will make you mad. If it's about the kids, people need to stop getting mad. If it's all about the kids. Exactly, Latoya. If it's about the kids. So Cory went to court, and nobody didn't know what they was going to court for. I told you it was not going to be nothing that we really just going to be like, hey, but there's going to be conversation, because they was filing motions for a couple of things. One of the things that they filed a motion for is I'm pretty sure they're going to try to suppress that letter or the confession, or what? It wasn't a confession. I'm thinking now that something he said, because the news said they asked Amina Matheny. So are you saying, this quote from the news, are you saying that the police coerced Cory to say what he said? They didn't say write what he wrote or confess or whatever. They said that he said what he said. Said what he said is a verbal thing. It's not a physical written thing. But he said what he said. Did he say something to one of the and you know, they wanting to make sure, and I'm gonna tell you something, they do got a chance. They actually said on the news that guess what? The defense won today in court. What they win? They won probably to be able to put a motion. You can put a motion on anything. You know, like right now, you're in the chat room, and you know, I got Wade Campbell, because it sticks out at me when you come in the room, and I love you, girl. And she said crazy. See what I'm saying? Now I can debate on that what I'm saying is not crazy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they won anything. I know how the news presented it, and it makes me mad because they're not really presenting it. Okay, I'm going to tell you something, you guys. There's certain news channels out there that when they come on, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatever the topic is. It all depends on who's reporting the news, that you know, you get it in a positive way or a negative way, but they're going to put some of their emotion into speaking on it. And they shouldn't really. And this is why some reporters be like, I'm unbiased, but I'm mad about this, and I'm unbiased, but hey, you got your nappy head over there. If you're unbiased, you shouldn't even make a comment like that. You see what I'm saying? And or if you're making comments of that nature, because I can't tell you what to do and not do, you have to just tell the truth. If you're just telling your side of how you feel about it, your opinion, I tell people all the time, this is just my opinion. And I know people get mad when I say, you know what? hey, I'm going to just keep it real with you. Cory, before he went to jail, he was a very nice looking man. I would have dated him. I would have, because I like that or something. Some people get mad and say, oh, SP, he's a monster. I'm just talking about his physical appearance. Now, would I date him? No, because now he looks like my grandpa. So I wouldn't date him now, because he is, I believe without a doubt in my mind, and this is just my perspective, this man is ready to say, hey, let's just get this over with, and I'm gonna tell him this or tell him that or help or whatever, because I'm done. And this attorney is like, we ain't done until the fat lady sing. Now, here's the thing. When I tell you that, I'm not giving her no energy. I'm just telling you, she's so bullheaded that she's going to run this to the ground, because she doesn't, first of all, she getting her name out there. First of all, especially in the Virginia area, that she wants to be like this bulldog. But a bulldog do not have toilet paper and think that it's going to be like there forever. You tug and tug and tug. You can tug and you can have it, because it's nothing. You're tugging on things that's nothing. Like, okay, so somebody asked me today, so she filed for a motion for him to have another bond here, and it was more than one person, trust and believe, and they was like, oh my God. And I was like, hey, hold on, don't panic. She's not asking for a bond hearing for those other 30. They already told her, no, he ain't getting out. She's only asking for a bond hearing for this case right here, for the charges that has brought forward after that situation. So the murder of Cody, or the disappearance, or the transporting of his body, and the concealing of his body. I'm pretty sure they can hit him with a book. They can charge him with at least 15 things just under that one umbrella. You guys get what I'm saying? So you're not going to get out no matter what. They can charge him now for Cody's abuse, now for lying to the police, now for dismembering a body. All these things can be individually, separatedly charged, so he won't. So here's the thing. This is a given that she is doing her job. You guys cannot get mad at Amina Matheny for doing her job. She's doing what she's supposed to do. Because just think about it. If they try all the 30 charges with these new 2 charges, okay, together, there's no reason for the thing. But what if they try him and they find him not guilty on all of those? Guilty on the 30, but not guilty on the Cody thing or whatever, or vice versa. Here's the thing, and I'm sorry, I said it the wrong way. So if he goes to court with them separate, like the 30, because they already been charged, he done already said, no, I'm not guilty. They done already went to the cuckoo house, the mental house, to see if he's insane or not insane and all of that. It's just time to set a date and go to court. And what if they found him not guilty? Then he'd be still in jail for these other 2 indictment of murder and everything. So if she didn't file a motion for a bond hearing, he would be just still in jail. But since she did file a motion, the judge can rule on that and say, okay, we'll give him a $100,000 bond. So he's got money that he's been saving, because he ain't been spending nothing but a little bit of crunch and munch, when they put commissary down for him, maybe $30 to $100, $200, but he's pocketing that money. So if he gets out, he's going to have that money. Or if he has to stay in, he can delegate that money to his kids and his children and his wife and the baby's mama, whatever he does with it. You guys understand what I'm saying? Hey, sugar mama, how you doing? I see Lisa Calhoun in the building. There's Freddie in the dark. And so anyway, and today's Freddie's birthday. I want everybody to know, if you came in late, Freddie Johnson, that's in the dark, today's her birthday. Happy birthday, sis. I love you. So if she didn't file a motion, he would be still in jail when he could have been out, because he was found not guilty or maybe got some stuff thrown out. You know what I'm saying? So you always, no matter what it looks like, you hang up nails where you're going to put a picture. You know what I'm saying? So just in case, let's file this motion, because we can probably get this thrown out, or something can happen. Somebody can come up and say, you know what? I did this. Or somebody come up and say, no, he didn't do this. And I know because I did it, or I know where the child is because I did that, or whatever. You know, cases like this, they go south really quick. And anything can happen, you guys. And I'm expecting, and I told you guys my side of how I feel about this situation. I may be wrong. You guys can have your own opinion. But I do believe that he is taking the blame for all of this. And this is why the family is holding on, because they know who really is the corporate here. And they're angry with this person. They're angry. It's because this man's throwing his life away for somebody that is not deserving, to be honest with you. And I've always felt that way. So when people get mad at me and say, you talk bad about Cory, I've not once said nothing bad about this man, because I truly believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have no evidence. That's what I believe. Just like you don't have to prove anything to me about what you believe. That is your prerogative, as R. Kelly would say. It's my prerogative. So anyway, let's hear what they say on the news together, you guys. Well, Whatchcallum sent me this, and I ain't even listened to it yet, but I listened to something else that I think Nancy sent me this. So hold on. So it says educators across Virginia urge the General Assembly to invest more in education. What is that? The heck? Why you send me that? Large fire breakout at abandoned. Okay, so they sent me something and it's not pulling up, but that's okay. When they sent me that, hold on, because I'm gonna go up. Here we go. Cory Bigsby to receive another hearing after attorney challenged mental health evaluation. Okay. That's what they sent me. June the 14th at 2:12 p.m. That was the update. So they first put it out at 6:32 before his court, and then they updated it. So I don't know why it's not playing now. Come on. What's going on? We ain't got all day. This is just why is it taking so? Okay, well, let me read it to you guys, because it's tripping. It says Cory Bigsby will be getting another hearing after his attorney challenged a mental evaluation that shows he is competent to stand trial. So his attorney is saying, no, he is not. He's not competent to stand trial. So Cory Bigsby made his first court appearance Wednesday, which is today, after a grand jury charged him last week. Okay, here we go. Oh, it still ain't playing. What is going on with this thing? This is a trip. Uh-oh. It might be on my Bluetooth. That's what's going on. Hold on. I was like, here we go, you guys.
Cory Bigsby was in court this morning. The father of missing toddler Cody Bigsby faced a judge today for the death of his son. Thank you so much for joining us this midday. I'm Aisha Tolbert. And I'm Bianca Holman. So Cody Bigsby was reported missing 1 year ago in Hampton. And in the time since, his story has pulled on the heartstrings of so many. Now his father is charged with his murder. Then on your side, investigative reporter Chris Horn is live outside the Hampton courthouse with the details. Chris.
Yeah, Bianca, this was a victory today for the defense attorney for Cory Bigsby. She will get a hearing on whether, in fact, Cory Bigsby is competent to stand trial, something we thought was already determined earlier this year. This marked the first appearance in court for Cory Bigsby on the new charges that were just brought under an indictment last week: murder and concealment of a body. In the case of Cory Bigsby, Cody Bigsby has never been found. Bigsby was already facing more than 24 child abuse and neglect charges. And tensions were running high this morning between defense attorney Nina Matheny-Willard and the Commonwealth's attorney here in Hampton, Anton Bell. Bell said Bigsby has purposely defrauded the court by giving mental evaluators incorrect information. Meanwhile, Bigsby's defense attorney says she believes he is not ready to stand trial, and any statement that authorities got from him while he was in jail was coerced.
The concern is what the jail did to him. I'm specifically placing his condition right now on the correctional officers at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. His current condition is their fault.
Do you think he was coerced into saying what he said?
Absolutely.
So they will get a hearing. Cory,
did you guys hear what he just said? Do you think he was coerced in saying what he said? That's what he said. I'm going to back it up a little bit because I want you to hear that.
On the correctional officers at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. His current condition is their fault.
Do you think he was coerced into saying what he said?
Absolutely.
So they will get a hearing. Cory Bigsby and his attorney. It won't be until later this summer. They have to coordinate schedules with medical experts who evaluated Cory Bigsby. There were 3 or 4 of them already. Meanwhile, he gets a bond hearing next week on those new charges: murder and concealment of a body. Now, we'll have more, including reaction from Cory Bigsby's family, beginning this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We're live in Hampton. Chris Horn.
So, okay. So they're going to talk to the family and, call on in. Call on in. They're going to talk to the family. I'm telling you, Virginia time right now, it should be already 4 o'clock. So they done already talked to the family. They done said what they said. Okay, hold on. We don't want that up in there. Hold on. Oh, God. Stop. Anywho's. Oh, my God. Okay, good. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Let us know what's going on, Nancy.
It was a circus in there today.
It was a circus. What happened?
Girl, let me tell you what. Antoine Bell got so daggone mad because Amina kept changing court dates. The judge would say something. No, I can't do that one. Antoine Bell got so mad, he was like, look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not even going to go through this. I want to go straight to the murder charges. Okay? This is what I want to do. Set a date for trial. He was like, I have 5 months to charge this man and to get this trial going. He was like, we need to go ahead and we got to set a date.
Okay.
So he was highly, highly upset today, and they're not doing a press conference or anything with the family. I think what they're doing is they're playing more of the family talking today outside of the courthouse.
Okay,
So,
that's cool.
I don't know. I did a live on my We Are Cody's group Facebook page. And I was right behind Tanzalina. And the question was, the uncle kept saying that I'm getting sick and tired of these people saying that he's a murderer. You don't know the family. You don't know him, and was looking right dead at me. I'm sitting back there filming, just smiling. She said, somebody said something, and she goes, Cody was at my house September and October. He was in school. We're like, where's the pictures?
Well, they're saying that they have pictures of him.
That's what they say.
Well, they probably, well, you know, hey.
You said, the uncle said, we don't have to show you no pictures. So I guess you do. If you say you've seen him in September and October and he was in D.C. enrolled in school, oh, yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But, I mean, it's just a big mess.
I tell you what, even since they say June the 18th or somewhere in June, well, produce the pictures.
Correct.
Produce the pictures. You can say whatever you want because TeNika, or what's her, Nikki said once before her ex-husband spoke to Cody the night before.
Correct.
So, I mean, she will lie at will. She like a rug. You know what a rug do? It just lie. It just lie there. That's all it do.
Yeah.
So, if you've got this picture of Cody at your house or Christmas, and we ain't talking about 2020 or 2019, we're talking about in 2021. Then bring the pictures.
Bring the pictures. Please. That's all we ask for. Bring the pictures.
Because I'm pretty sure that the investigators done checked and asked them for any, anything that shows that this child is alive. And this is why the chief of police, Mark Talbert, said the people that love Cody, if they would help, then we would be further. This is why the family was so angry and said, they're talking about us. Well, you knew who they were talking about, but we didn't know who they were talking about. They could have been talking about the baby's mama and her family, or they could have been talking about, whoever said that they love Cody. I guess you guys are saying you love Cody, but you won't really speak on the child. And I told you guys that this family was not going to sit there and go, yeah, we're deeply sorry that Cory did this. They're going down with gasoline draws on.
I don't know how much I've been talking about, but I got my notes if you want me to start from 9 a.m.
Go ahead.
9 a.m. 12 comes in.
Okay.
Ask for a 10-minute recess. Judy Brown isn't there. The family isn't there. 9:13, Judy Brown shows up. Still no family. Judy Brown is stating to the judge that the evaluation was done out of hatefulness.
Hatefulness?
Yes.
They wanted that. They asked for that.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
They're in total disagreement with it.
Okay.
Total disagreement. They want another eval. Or she wants a hearing because she says her client deserves a hearing. Why couldn't that judge? Okay, I got so mad I had to leave. Not at this point, but the judge would not state that Cory was competent to stand trial. Okay, he's competent to stand trial. We got to learn paperwork from the hospital. So it's in there very well. So he's very competent. So let's see. Cory has been served on the murder charges, and this is why they're doing a
Yeah.
The judge looked at Amina and says, okay, well, you tried with 7 charges and he was denied bond. You tried with 30 charges and he was denied bond. She says, I have never asked.
Never what?
She says that she has never asked for a bond for Cory. And when she said that, Antoine Bell was like, excuse me. He was like, we have had 7 bond hearings. The first 2, maybe not. We've had 7 bond hearings. And you have been denied every time. That's when the judge was like, so what makes you think that he's going to get bond on murder charges? But he went ahead and said it.
Thank you.
Yep. He went ahead and set the date. So next Wednesday, we're back in court again for the bond hearing, for the motion. She wants the letter sealed. She wants the
Thank you.
She wants the medical documents or the eval. She wants that sealed. And just on and on. And it was like the judge is just going right along with her. Antoine Bell stood up, started packing his stuff all up, and he sat back down.
Wow.
So, let's see. Amina is trying to get Cory arraigned at a later date. Okay, so she keeps pushing it back. And that's when Antoine Bell says, I have 5 months. And she keeps pushing this back. I have 5 months to get this murder charge. And that's when he says, can we just go ahead and go forward with the murder trial? So, they were like, the judge was like, well, do you guys want to go in here today? Antoine Bell said, let's do it. Let's do it right now. Well, the bond, I'm sorry. He said, let's do the bond right now, today. Mina said, no, she ain't got time.
Oh, Mina said no, she didn't have time?
Yeah, that she couldn't do it today.
Oh.
So, Antoine Bell, mad again. He said...
Antoine Bell is
Commonwealth's attorney.
Commonwealth attorney. Okay, Antoine Bell, because sometimes we get mixed up with Doodoo Brown, but Antoine Bell is for the state. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So
they just don't call them that in Virginia because you have the Commonwealth, which is for the state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Mr. Bell states that I know I'm jumping around and I'm sorry, but I hope everybody's getting what I'm saying a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
Mr. Bell is saying that Cory's attorneys, Doodoo Brown and Amina, they're not happy with none of the eval reports. It didn't matter if it was bad or good, they're just not happy.
Right.
What did he say to reach the court? She's arguing that the Eastern State Mental Hospital, that the doctor didn't ask him the name of his kids. If the doctor would have asked him for the name of his kids, he could have told them he didn't know.
He did.
Yeah, because the last one, they asked him if he knew the names of his children, and he said no. He didn't know who they were. Because remember, he came in and I was like, well, he came in and he looked right at his family. He knew who they were, but he don't remember his kids. That was in before he went to Eastern State.
Eastern State is the mental hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because he didn't recognize his name, let's go ahead and put him in there for 90 days.
Okay.
He was completely revived. He was ready to go. Nope. They're not agreeing with it. So then it goes on to, he says she wants a hearing on the eval trying to prolong trial. Judge granted the hearing. for the competency. Now they want to suppress everything he stated to Eastern State Mental Hospital. So now they're checking into August dates.
August?
Yes. And Paul says, he says the clock is ticking on the charge for the murder. Bell only has, what did I put? Bell only has 5 months. Amina wants another competency eval. Judge wants to set date for trial. Bell is going forward with the trial, so they have a date August 25th, 26th, 27th for the competency hearing.
For the competency hearing. Okay.
So he goes next Wednesday for the bond, and then the competency hearing they're gonna have to pick a date, 25th, 26th, or 27th.
Okay.
Oh, that's when I got pissed off and left.
Okay.
And then 5 minutes later they were out.
And okay, so then they was out of court.
Yeah, then they were out of court, and then everybody was over there. My car was like parked right there in the front because I got on my handicap sticker, and I was like, I'm gonna park right here. So I had on the back of the window #Justice for Cody. We are Cody's boys. Then on the other window I had why ? Why me? And I've got a shirt on with Justice for Cody, and on the back of it I put why? Why me? So they were pissed. They were standing right at my car.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. I was like, so of course y'all seen all the news reports and everything. I mean, but.
Well, I've only seen 2. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there was supposed to be another one came on at 4. So it probably hasn't hit. On YouTube yet.
Well, let me go in here and see.
Yeah, I'm going to check my apps too, my Wavy 10 app, and let me see if it's hit. That was 3 hours ago. Okay, nope. Petition 3. 1 hour ago. Judge orders another mental competency hearing in Cory Bigsby's case. You got that one? That was from an hour ago. Okay.
I want to, because I know that they said that they're going to speak to the family. Once they say they're going to speak to the family, they have already spoken to the family. They're probably editing the thing and just pulling out the information that they wanted to share with the community. No, nothing in the last 2 hours of the family.
See, now this one says right here, Cory Bigsby to undergo mental evaluation hearing. No discussion made on ability to stand trial.
Okay.
That's 13. That aired. Oh, never mind. That aired at 1:28.
Let me change this for a minute.
Court hearing to determine.
Let me see this too. 2 days, 3 hours. Judge orders another mental competency hearing in Cory for 4 days, 5 days, 5 days.
Yeah, the defense requests a mental evaluation hearing where they can call on witnesses to talk about the report and pass doctor's evaluations, which the judge granted.
Okay.
A date hasn't been set, but it could likely happen in July or August. So,
well, if they're going to go back to court in August on the competency hearing, then his trial is not going to start until September, October.
Antoine Bell's pushing for that trial there to start before the competency hearing. I don't know if he can do that or not. I've never heard of it done. But maybe he was just mad, just so mad he was just blurting it out there.
I don't put other channel holders in the comment section, even though that they're in a different entity. I don't, because first of all, let me share with you something. And this is not towards you, Nancy, but there's somebody in the chat saying, you know, this person got it over here, got it over there. I personally do not. First of all, people know how I swing. They get angry with me.
You're right.
They get angry with me, but I do not positively support certain people on my platform for a reason. Because when there's people that flop here, flop there, they're very uncontrolled in the things they say and do. We are a Christian channel, and I'm not going to have people that don't like certain language and all the chaos in the circus to go run over here, run over there. So I ask people to please respect this channel.
Yes.
And even though that I don't have a problem with that particular person, I don't, you know, they got some, you know, you'll get me in a big old argument because I just said what I just said.
Did I say another YouTube channel?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to somebody that I just had to take out their comment because they're actually, you know, I don't see nobody over there saying, hey, SP got this, because they'll tell you to don't do that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'm sorry.
And it's not you.
Okay. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
No. I don't want to argue with nobody because I'm not in agreement with them. So don't come over here supporting them on this channel. And that's somebody, you know, I don't have a problem with that person. Just please don't put it in this chat because they will come over here and I'll be the one be in an argument with them because of something you said or now that I had to speak on it. Do not do that. If you want to say something of that nature, you have to text me and tell me this or tell me that. But no, we don't do that. We don't do that over here. We just do not.
Right.
You know, because the last time that they even said my name, it was in a bad lighting. So no. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
It was in a very bad lighting. It just so happened it went the other direction. Thank God. And nobody spoke on it because they got distracted. Thank God. But had they continued, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell somebody that likes Wendy's to go over there to Burger King.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be over here at Wendy's talking about how good Burger King is or what they got over there. They got the Whopper over there. I'm not going to do that. If I don't like Burger King or I don't support Burger King, don't come over here talking about Burger King.
Correct.
Because Burger King done already said Wendy's burgers and their Baconator is not as good as such. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So that's just, it's not competitive. It's just keeping the chaos down because we are two different entities, but we are two different opinionated people that's reporting on this. And I said from the beginning, I cannot support anybody that's not supporting this kid.
Hello.
I don't get it, don't understand it. I don't have to. But do not, and I'm not angry with you,
Yes, ma'am.
my sister. I'm just saying, when people put the distractions out there about this and that, and then act like they don't get it, they don't understand. And I don't know if they get it or they understand. But the thing about it is, if you're not supporting the kid, I don't care. I don't care whatever you say. Your opinion about this whole situation ain't got nothing, I'll listen and people will send it to me and I'll be in the back in the bushes. Listen, I see it. But I don't want to nobody come over here saying, go over there. Because guess what?
It's not right.
Most of the time, 9 times out of 10 is, and I'm just saying, not just this, I'm just saying it's ignorance and stupidity and all kind of other stuff involved in that. I ain't got time. I got 2 jobs, a husband, I've got 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? I got school, I got a dog. I ain't got time for that. I just want to know the facts. And I'll wait on it. Yes, it gets messy. And people have seen from time to time when you put another channel holder's name in there, here they come. And then the fight between channel holders and cussing each other, because that's what people do. I'm not saying that this particular person will do that, but that's what it will do. It will cause a lot of bull, and I'll be like, I don't want to talk about all that. Anyway, Lisa's in the chat and she says, when the next court date?
The next Wednesday, the 21st. I believe that's the date. I don't want to say nothing wrong.
So next Wednesday is the 21st.
Okay, yeah. So that's when court is at 9 o'clock in the morning again.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there's people that was there, but like I just said, and this is not to throw you underneath the bush, my sister, that was in the chat. Different report people. They have a personality in their thinking. And I'm not with that thinking over there. I'll listen to it on my personal time when I ain't doing anything. But I don't support it at all. Like you know what I'm saying? I just don't. And I ain't got nothing about the person that I don't care, or whatever, that's my personal thoughts or whatever. And I'm not even going to throw that out there. I'm just saying, I don't, if I don't like cottage cheese, we definitely not going to sit here and learn how to make it and what all we going to put into it. When I say I don't care for it, I don't care for it.
Exactly.
Because my understanding, my thinking is I can't get over the fact that where's the support for the child? I've never seen the support for the child. So whatever you got to talk about or whatever you got over there on my downtime, yeah, I'll do it. But I'm not going to support it over here because I'm more interested in
Cody.
Yes.
In Cody.
And then that stuff gets all messy. You know what I'm saying? And they may have it. They may have this and that because they're there. I'm not there. We have to rely on what we can get.
Yeah, I've already put it on my group page.
Yeah.
We're boys. July 8th, I'm going back to Capitol Heights, Maryland. I'm going back.
Right.
I'm going to pass out more flyers. This time I'm going to hit the daycare centers.
Right.
They say he was in school, so I'm going to hit the daycare centers.
And I'm wondering about that. I want to speak on that a little bit, but somebody wanted to call in, but I'm wondering about if they're saying that they had these pictures and he was in school. I wonder if they can come up with that. If they can come up with that. And like I said, he can probably, I said this, he can probably get off on those charges because you got to have who, when, where, what, and why, those things in most of the equation when you're trying. You ain't got to have them all, but you do got to have motive and time and, you got to have so much of that. But that, I don't think.
I had to go back onto the news, and I had to pull up the press conference where she says she has not seen
regardless of what they say, because what they're saying doesn't mean anything. If you say today you seen him and tomorrow you didn't see him, you're going to find yourself in jail playing with the police that way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go to jail if you think that you're going to, trick them up. If you told them that you haven't seen that kid in 2 years and now all of a sudden you got pictures that you seen that kid 2 months ago, then you know what? I suggest that the police go and arrest the sister because you're playing with the people's money.
Yes.
We ain't got time to play these games.
No.
Either you seen the kid or you didn't see the kid.
Correct.
If you told me you ain't seen that kid in 2 years, then that's what we're going to go by. And then you get in court and say, well, I seen the kid 2 months ago, and here's a picture. You know what? Go to jail. Do not even pass go. Just lock her up right then and there because you're playing around thinking people got time to play when a whole kid is missing.
A whole baby.
These people are lunatics. They're crazy.
Yeah, because, I'm going to have to go back. I'm reading your comments.
Sometimes for the people in the chat that wants to throw out there the thing that is just, it's just evident. You see what's going on in the chat. But I have to address it sometimes. Yeah, it might be off topic, but I have to address it because guess what? It was put in my chat.
Correct.
I have to address it because sometimes people will think that they can just come say something because we done spoke 2 or 3 times and it's fine. It is not fine over here. Over here, we do not care. You know what I'm saying? We built this channel not for not one person to come over here, destroy it. I don't care who like it, who love it, who lump it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is off topic, but I guarantee you, once you deal with the consequences of letting stuff go, that's when it becomes chaotic.
Okay, I just want to know if it's somebody that I know that said something.
Yeah, it was.
And you know them.
Yeah. And I wasn't being mean. I was just, that is a rule over here that everybody's been knowing from day one. And if you don't know now, you know. And my voice is changing because I'm excited because some things have happened that is good in my life, bad in my life. And yes, I'm ready to get through the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at nobody on here. I'm just not. I change like this. I change like this all the time. If you don't realize that I'm ADHD, trust and believe, when I start speaking, we can speak about 10 topics and go right back to where we were. Okay? And if people can't follow that, I don't know what else to say because that's the way I am. I can't change that. I wish I could.
Right, because we just spoke on that the other day, how we'll start on one thing and we can go over here, go over there, and then we're right back at the other topic.
Yeah, but if something catch my attention and I know that it will hinder what we're doing because we're a positive group for the child, I don't want distraction. And that was just a distraction a minute ago for me.
Right. Correct. And I was reading from my notes. So it's not like I was sitting here telling bull crap.
And I just said, I'm not angry with nobody. I'm just letting them know why I took their comment out. And please do not do that. Because I don't want to get off track and distracted when we're trying to talk about the kid. There's multiple places to go get information, but you're not going to hear me address that unless it's a news article.
Well, that's why I said, hold on, let me go and check out what's been posted on the news. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to make sure my story was straight. So...
Yeah, there's people there's this one dude that we invited to come on or whatever, and they down there, and the next thing I know, I was in a full argument with him and ain't said nothing. We was like, what? That. You know what I'm saying? It happens so quickly, and sometimes that's why people come in. They friend, and I'm not saying this particular person did it, but I'm just saying sometimes they friend and you speak to them and you only see them on those particular times, and then now you in a full argument with this whole channel over there. I don't want to be in an argument with this other channel.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because they can say what they want to say, and they can have stuff that we may not. It's not that important what the family really honestly say, because I told you guys they wasn't going to kick him to the curve.
No, you did say that, and I was like, I don't understand how they could have. You know, that's what I kept thinking. How can they? You know, knowing this.
The sister said you're going to have to prove it. You know, and yeah, this particular person actually gets a lot, 99% of the information, but that don't mean we gon' only when it's a positive thing that we shout them out. And right now, I don't see the positive in some of the things. I just don't. I mean, you know what? You can do 99 things right, but that one thing that you did wrong is so damaging because it hurts this case. It's not speaking on this kid. I see that. And I'm not for that whatsoever.
That's the whole thing, you know.
That's my problem.
It's about Cody, you know. I mean, so why aren't they backing this baby? You know,
nobody's backing that baby up. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game.
Right.
It's not a game.
Because he's missing. You know, I mean, we're going almost 3 years. You know, where is he? You know, I can't say 3, it's 2. Or is it 3? June 21. No, 2 years. Because the 18th will be 2 years. Allegedly.
And I hope I didn't hurt that person's feeling. I'm pretty sure I did, but they don't understand, or they do understand, and they just put in there whatever they choose to put in there. And then say, oh, now I look bad. I don't look bad. I look the way I've been looking. I ain't changed. I've been like this from day one since we had this channel. And everybody that's in here should already know that.
Right. I mean,
if you didn't know, where was you at? Because I've been like this from day one. We have always had that rule.
Yes, always.
Because it does cause a lot of problems. And then nobody's focused on this baby anymore.
Right. You know, and I'm even scared anymore to say the word I, because I got bashed so bad because I would be like, well, I put a candle like this or I went to Maryland, you know, and they were like, oh, it's always I. So now you see how I do? So now I'm trying to correct myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't want somebody taking it wrong when I do say I know that there has been other people that have searched for Cody, and that is still searching.
Right. There's other people has searched. Some good came out of it. Some bad came out of it. I don't even speak on their name. Right. I just say somebody or such, whatever. I don't even speak on their name. So it was just something about that. I just was like, hey, no. That's it. But yeah, you got to be very careful. Because just like this family, everything that Cory does, they blame it on somebody else. Oh, it was the police that cohorts. Oh, it was this. Oh, you did that. You said this. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put out that smoke before it becomes fire. So sometimes I do have to speak on things, you guys. I'm just letting you guys know. And I mean, you know.
I'm sorry for even coming on, SB, because that would have never happened if I hadn't jumped on.
No. You know, there's things that has to happen so that you have to sometimes, like, here's the thing. I have noticed that everybody knows this number. It has not changed. So if they had something that they wanted to share or whatever, they can share it even when they call in or whatever. And then I say, hey, I can stop them. But once you put it in the chat, I have to speak on it. I have to, because I'm not down with that. I don't want to bash nobody. I really don't even want to talk about that particular person. Ain't got nothing to do with what we doing over here. You guys got to remember that. But we're going to get information from all over the place. Even that person, we still going to get information. But we're not going to give kudos to that crap. No.
I mean, I'm nothing but a little old peon, that will call, or, I'll call in and I'll talk about, what happened in court. Maybe sometimes, yes, I do get a little twisted on things, but, if so much information is coming out, but I make sure that I have my notebook today.
And you got to know that particular person is going to have information because they're friends with the attorney, and they somewhat was befriending the family. And so, yeah, they're going to get things first. They're going to get things that, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. It ain't worth it, to be honest. It's just not worth it. We hear what we want to hear. If you want to hear the negative and you want to hear how, we do. We want to hear everything. We want to hear when you say you seen this baby. We want to see a picture. We do. Mm-hmm. But that don't mean that you can come to Wendy's and be with a sign talking about, but Burger King got it better. But Burger King got the Whopper. And Burger King, no, we already know. So let's keep it respectful.
Yes, Tina, I am. Trust you. Because this is, it's going to start all over again. It's going to start all over again.
Thank you, Country Bulldog. You're right. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it pays. Let me post this so everybody can read it, because sometimes it pays to know the facts from our local news than other sources before we speak. But this is different than Facebook. You have to be careful on YouTube bringing other names in creators' channel. You have to be very, very careful, because you got all other stuff going on, and I just don't want to deal with that. That's why when she was talking about this, it just distracted the whole chat. It distracted me. But I got everything that you said. And I know that we are going to hear exactly, and I know somebody's like, I was just trying to tell you where it was. Girl, so I know. That's like somebody trying to tell me what 1 + 1 is. I know. I don't need you to tell me. I know.
Correct.
I know.
It's here we go again.
I know. I'm just wondering, why would they say that? Why would they say that they got pictures of this baby in Christmas and October and September, unless they do?
Yeah, because the girl said that the baby was there September and October. And someone asked, well, why was he there at your house? She was like playing like a child. So.
She better come up with some receipts.
She better stop being so doggone nasty. And then you're going to have the nerve to walk up there with family first. It's 88 degrees here, and you're going to walk in with a jacket?
Well, just because she's saying that he was there doesn't mean he was there. She's going to have some receipts. Mm-hmm. But her saying it does cloudy up, like, if the jurors heard her say that.
Well, one of the news reporters asked her, "Do you have pictures?"
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm even scared to say anything anymore, SP.
Don't be scared.
I ain't scared to say anything anymore because people are going to take it, they're going to twist it, and they're going to run with it.
Nancy, you have to deal with it as soon as it happened, and not worry about that. Deal with it as soon as it happened, and try not to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm pretty sure when you do deal with it, people take it the wrong way, and their feelings get hurt. Their feelings will not be hurt if it was no harm intended. Their feelings will not be hurt. If their feelings is hurt, it's because they had a hidden agenda, whether they knew about it or not knew about it consciously, and you stopped it.
I just ignored it because I know exactly who is doing it to me.
Yeah.
These people think that I am so stupid.
Don't worry about it.
And they will eat you up to
See, you know why? It's because, and I'm going to say this, I hope you don't get mad, because you can be on something and got good information, and then you start talking about your feelings, how you being treated.
Yeah.
And so they look at it like, oh, it's about you. Oh, yeah. What happened to you? How somebody's hurting you, or how your channel's being bashed, or your live being bashed, or whatever. And so they're taking it in a negative perspective instead of getting all, like eating all the meat and spitting out the bones. But, and I get that. You know why? Because I speak to you and I talk to you. So I get how they're feeling, because they're already in their mind, don't care for you. Okay? It's the feelings come out before they say it. That's why some people be like, I didn't mean that. Yeah, you did. You meant exactly what you said, because first of all, you had to think it in your mind. You just didn't know the consequences. So they make you kind of say things you don't want to say, and they think that you're not going to say it, but the minute that you say it, they be like, well, I'm done. She's crazy. She ignorant. That ain't what I meant. No, it is what you meant. Because I wouldn't have done that to you. I would not do that to you. You know what? I've been in your lives many a times. You know what? I go in there and I sit down and I enjoy your commentary, and you're bringing the visual. You're speaking right after this or whatever. I've been in there and I go in there, and you know why I don't say nothing? No distraction. I just come in there to hear what you got to say. I come in and see what's going on. Who said what? Is there anybody going to say anything? I don't come in there to distract anything or anybody, because normally when you go in the chat, and this is why I don't go in people's chat under this right here name, is because they be like, hey, it's me. Hey, it ain't about me. So I come in there and I sit my tail down.
And you watch, yeah.
And I watch and I listen. I enjoy whatever you got to put out. If I got anything to say, you wouldn't know it was me, but I spoken or said something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? I didn't get no acknowledgement. It was SP, but it wasn't about me anyway. It was about, if I had a question, I'm going to say it on there,
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to have to, like, don't worry about when they're talking about you or whatever, and keep going.
I have to grow some thick skin,
You got to grow thick skin. And here's the thing. People are going to come and they're going to join forces with you, and some people are not. Some people are going to come because, I learned this a long time ago, that there's like 3 or 4 different groups. And a very educated person told me that. They said, Sonny, check this out. Your friends, you got friends that is only friends with you because y'all in agreement with one thing or whatever, you know, maybe it's Cody, but they really don't like you, or you don't like the person on the other side, like the sister or this or that. So they're in it for that, or they're just trying to build themselves up or whatever, but just because you have a friend, there might be just friends for this case only, or what you said, or how it's taking place right now. Right now, it looks like Cory is going to go to jail for a long time. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Then, okay, Mina gets a motion to suppress this and suppress that, and they got to drop this, drop that. I guarantee you, all them same people that saying nappy-headed this and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, they'll be right back over there to the family. Hey, y'all, can we do this? Can we? You know what I'm saying? They flip-flop. They call them the fishes, the jellyfish that has no spine. Stand up for what you say, whether you win or lose, or he goes to jail or not go to. Whether they find the baby or not, we still stand. We want the baby, and we're for the child. I don't have to like you. I don't know Nikki Tendilani. I don't know her. You know, I don't know her, but I can tell that, something most of the time when she opened her mouth, she lied. Yeah. But I don't know her. I'm just saying I don't believe her.
Right. I mean, we don't know none of them. We don't
but
even know
on a personal level, I couldn't tell you if I like her or don't like her, because I don't know her. I haven't spent time with her. I haven't ate lunch, breakfast, break bread. I don't know her to say I like her or don't. I just look at her and say, how could you not? Why, when you come on TV, it's all about Cory, and the baby is still missing? Why you're not speaking on that? That's the more important subject than Cory bond hearing. Why you don't come on here? Why you don't come on the news and say, we're still hoping and praying for the child to come home? No matter what, you're sitting there defending what's going on with Cory. But here's the thing. Think about what I'm saying. Just think about what I'm saying. If your child, my child, was missing, I don't care what you're talking about over there. Just please, somebody give us something to show us where this kid is at. Have they first came out and said that? Nope. Nope.
So this is never mind.
No, it's all about Cory getting commissary, Cory going back to court, Cory, Cory's not a killer. I'm Cory this, Cory that. They ain't said nothing about Cody. We're still looking. Cody, we're watching the news. Hey, y'all still keep searching, help us look. They ain't said nothing about Cody. Because you know what? Because they already know. They already know. They already know. 18 Cody, how you doing? They already know. And so
I know. And that's a sad thing, I mean, please stop taking up for this man.
They can't, because that's the problem. We do depend on our emotions. We do. We get emotionally involved, and we're not make good decisions about who we listen to. If you know what, and I'm taking this psychology class for the second time. I took general, now I'm taking developmental. That's the bigger one, the big kahuna when you're going, you whatever. But the thing that I learned a long time ago, and this is just my second week of school, but so that this is something that's already embedded in my head, that if you surround yourself listening to the things that is not a positive, guess what? It's conditioning you. Sooner or later, you're going to be speaking like that. It's like when you got a friend that stutter. If you keep talking to that friend that stutters, sooner or later, do you not know? And I'm telling you, to be honest, I know this because I had a friend that stuttered. Sooner or later, you're going to stutter.
Yes.
You're gonna pick up words from that person that you speak to, that you listen to. You're gonna speak like they speak. You're gonna say the things that they say because you're connected. You're connected. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can only listen to certain people sometimes. And like I say, people be like, we're grown, SP. I want to cuss. And I say, hey, yeah, you can cuss. I don't say I don't cuss. I say, look here, I don't like it around me all day, every day, because I got friends that everything that come out of their mouth, they're cussing. I don't want to do that. So just don't do it around me. I know you're grown, you can do it. But if you want to talk to me, like when you're angry or whatever, I've got people, I call them up and I say, God dang it, this happened, that mother effer such and such. And they be like, ooh, SP. I was like, hey, I didn't know you cuss. Girl, I'm grown. I don't try to do this. I have control over it. But right now I'm angry and I'm mad. But here's the thing. That don't mean, like, if I'm invading in your space that you don't want to hear this, then I'll hang up the phone. But help me out right now because I'm venting. But here's the thing. I believe that we're all human. But I don't want to surround myself around people that's all they do is cuss, cuss, cuss. Mother this, mother that, son of a bee, this, son of a bee, that, bee, blah, blah, blah. Because now my mouth gets that filthy.
Thank you, Tina.
Exactly. They are enhancement words. And they're more like, yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. But yeah, go ahead. But that's why when I need information, I'm in there for just that moment. I'm not in there every day sitting there eating cake. And no, that's too much for me. And that's just me.
Right. I mean, so I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what I can say, what I can't say. I don't know what I should say, what I shouldn't say.
Well, you should continue to look. You know.
Oh, trust. That's never going to stop. That's never going to stop.
Yeah.
And that's never going to
But
stop.
you're going to have to control yourself when it comes down to when people wrong you, like deal with it and then get over it and then leave it. Once you got it out your system, just leave it and just go to the next. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because when you're dealing with a kid that's missing and you're all supportive of the child, you're going to have resistance because they don't want the people to speak on this because it does mess with the juror somewhat when you get a lot of people to hear be very opinionated of what they see or how they think or whatever. It doesn't, because see, you can be on the juror and even seeing this or follow the story somewhat. You can still be on the juror. People be like, no, you can't. Yes, you can. You just can't have the already set mind opinion about who's guilty and who's not, or if they did this and did say, yeah, I seen it on TV, but I didn't think nothing of it, or I heard about it. There's people on the thing. So you want to get out this child's name in the subject of what's happening as much as possible because it helps. Especially when this is why the family be like, don't say my name, or they quit talking about it, because the less you talk about it, then when there is a juror comes up there, they ain't heard. There's so many people ain't heard about Cody.
Oh, I know.
But these other kids like the California City boys, oh, they heard about them now. You see what I'm saying? Because our family put them on the map. You see little Cupcake, not just the family, the people.
Yeah, exactly. The people did that.
Yeah. So when you get people distracted and then they get all off into the nonsense and then they over there playing with the nonsense, That's crazy. I don't support that. Mm-mm. No.
I know that's right, Freddie. Yes.
But no, Nancy, you're doing a wonderful job, and everything that you have done is good. But I'm gonna tell you, and I said it once before. I hope that you find it in your heart to probably try to reach out and just ask that mom, can you put the bench up? If she say yeah, then guess what? Then hey, you're good.
I just wish I knew how to get in contact with her because trust and believe I would, and I mean, I would not be nasty. I mean,
I could tell you how to get in contact with her.
okay.
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 Yeah, I could.
Because I would love to do that. I mean, money's sitting there. It's just sitting there.
I gotta find all my resources back in that phone, but yeah, I can get it. I can show you how to get in touch with her. Whether she speak to you, that'd be something. But no,
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of having to go on the GoFundMe and update the people and be like, look, I know it's been a while, but I'm still trying to find a spot. If you want your money back, please email me. It's on the GoFundMe. I will definitely send you your money back. It's not a problem.
right. Oh, don't worry about it. Somebody will let you do it, but it'd be good to just get the mother's okay. If that's if you want to say the child's name or put his face out there. But if you don't want to put his face out there, I don't know what's on the thing on the bench.
I was told that I can use the picture from the FBI, the age progression picture. I was told I could use that, but I could not use a family photo that someone has taken from the family. And I can't use his given name.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm told that much, which at first it's going to be a Cody Ray bench, and then the news took it, ran with it, twisted it, put memorial. I'm like, oh my gosh, I never said memorial, y'all. I mean, that we didn't know if that baby was deceased or not. I didn't think so, Cody. Anything you put out info. I didn't think so. I didn't know that. I thought it was just the one from the FBI.
So there was I just read something and oh my goodness, there it did. It popped back up. So some lady named Ruth, she didn't want to give her last name, was the alleged crime took place June 18, 2021, 227 days before Cody dad. Cory reported his son missing to the police. She said he kept those kids in all the time. She said, I don't know how anyone could hide anybody. I have 15 grandchildren and none of them have ever seen Cody before this happened. They never saw Cody. The neighbor, Diane, was also surprised by the length of time from when Cory reported his son missing. I thought it happened recently. She says, it's just sad. I cried. He was just a little boy. In response to the grand jury indictment, Cory Bigsby attorney sent the statement. We maintain Cory Bigsby's innocent and we are deeply, deeply disturbed by the unconditional and coerciveness action taken by the Commonwealth through its agents at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. We will be filing a federal lawsuit against the Hampton Roads Regional Jail at the conclusion of the criminal case. We asked Ruth, what would she say to Cody, dad, Cory? I would say to Cory, how could you forget there is a God and a judgment? That is what I would say. Hicks would say, Cory, why? I don't know. It's just unreal. Nancy Strickland, the founder of We Are Cody's Voice, said her message to Cory Bigsby would be that if you could find it in your heart to let us know where Cody is at, let us know so he can have a proper burial. What would I tell Cody is you deserve better, Hicks said. He is a little boy and it makes me want to cry. Said Ruth, I would tell him we all love you. We love you. That is what I would say if he was standing here. Cory Bigsby is set to be in court Wednesday.
I mean, I did say that. If you could find it hard just to tell us where he's at so he can get a proper burial.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, no, there ain't going to be nothing. You know, I mean, what could there be?
We're pretty much begging this man to just, you know, and here's the thing, because people need, they feel like they need closure, you know.
I know I do.
I don't need closure. I
need justice for one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the number one thing is justice for, you know, Cody especially, but those other 3 victims.
Yeah.
They need to.
Yeah.
You know, for what happened to them. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just scared as all.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to say nothing no more. It seems like every time I say something, shit gets oh, I'm sorry, SB. I ain't mean to say that.
Yeah, you're okay.
But stuff gets twisted around, turned around, and then here comes the bashing. I mean, I don't care about the bashing because it got to me a little bit, but then I was like, oh, heck no. You ain't going to knock me down. You ain't going to stop me from searching for this baby.
Well, that was the whole objective. That's why things got out of hand. They stopped a lot of people, and some people, you know, it hurts when the police get called on you or they sending out letters talking about they're going to sue you, and then they got a, you know, cuckoo attorney, Amina, that likes to, you know, try to, you know, bully people because she's an attorney, and she's an attorney. Can't take that away from her. And she can do stuff like that to make you shut up or sit down or something. She's just, but you know what? The law is for everybody. And she just acts like she don't understand the law. I don't even know how she became an attorney, to be honest with you, because she acts like she got no kind of understanding how this works. And like somebody got to explain it to her. You can be a good mouthpiece, but you still got to know the rules and the regulations. I mean, she acts like, but she do understand that I guess somebody may be telling her, maybe she does know, you know, hey, the best thing to do is just file for a motion. You know, anytime when you in doubt, file for a motion. Just file for a motion. I mean, I filed for motions too. I filed for a motion for more time. I filed for a motion to get stuff kicked out. I filed for a motion, you know, so I can get, you know, subpoena this person or that person, or file for a motion, because it'd be too late to file it later on. Because guess what? What if he went to court on the 23 charges or the 30 charges or whatever and was found not guilty, and they don't even have a bond for him for this other stuff? So it would just make sense. That doesn't mean if they give him a bond and, you know, he's going to pay it, they're not going to pay it unless he can get off on the other stuff, which he hasn't. But if he goes to court and it's all separate, that's when the problem's going to come in.
Yeah. A lot of twists and yeah. I mean, I just...
But okay, so let me ask you this. I know our time is running out. We are way over. We're at an hour and 34 minutes. So was Annie there? The great aunt, not Tendilani, but her mom or whatever.
Oh, the other aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there.
She was there, and I seen her husband was there.
Oh yeah, he was there. She was there. Tangerine. I can't say her
Tandalina?
name. Tandalia. I don't know.
What? Just call her Nikki.
I don't even want to say her name, to be honest with you.
Well, that's what they call her. They call her Nikki.
I mean, I don't know. But I don't know who else was there. I don't know. I just know those three. I just know what those three look like.
Oh, he's still sitting there, but if they try them 30 charges of neglect or whatever, he get the lower of the sentence or something. Mm-hmm. Or they can say time served. Then guess what? They got a bond over here, and he's been saving his money since he's been in there, and so he got 10, 12, 15 racks. And they say $100,000, boom, that's 10%, $10,000, $15,000. He give them to him and he'd be walking.
That's true.
So there's a reason always behind the madness of doing stuff. People just don't do stuff just to do it. They do it because things can hit the fan. Things can be thrown out. Things can be lowered and then go to court and boom, guess what? If he don't have a bond hearing for that, then yeah, he will be still sitting there. But they do the bond hearing and the judge say, okay, well, we'll go ahead and, we'll give you a bond hearing. Matter of fact, I will set you a bond for $100,000 for that. Mm-hmm. That means, okay, but they're on him like white on rice. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was so upset today.
Mm-hmm.
So upset.
Yeah.
He jumped up, grabbed his phone, closed his computer, was putting his pens together, stood up, had his little rolling little thing with all of his documents in it now, and then he sat down. I'm like, oh. It was just.
And I think that this cannot roll two different ways, to be honest with you. This is actually just a slow snowball effect. It's going down. It's going down. And anything that they find him guilty on will be a relief. Now, just because they charge somebody, I don't get really. I got a little excited about the murder charge because it wasn't on the table. We just had little. It was little stuff. I'm gonna just keep it real. It was little stuff like the neglect or something that you can get 6 months here, 6 months there, and it all add up to maybe 3 years. Well, he already been in jail for 2.
Correct. That's why when it came across the screen that he had been indicted, I was floored. I'm like, what in the world?
Even if it's 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I didn't expect none of that.
You know what? I was thinking, and I may be wrong. Somebody please correct me, but I believe when they get ready to go to court, they are not going to do these things together. They're not going to do the murder charge with the abuse charge, and they may not can even speak on it.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know any of that. When I come to that kind of stuff, I'm like, I get like a brain block or something because I don't understand it. I
don't get it. I don't understand it either, to be honest with you. We just gonna have to wait and see.
Yes, that's all. It's just a waiting game,
Yeah. All right.
We got to do.
All right. I'm gonna get off of here.
Alrighty.
You got any last thoughts or anything you want to share with anybody?
I just want to say, if I said something wrong today, correct me. Because like I say, I didn't come up here to cause no problems.
Oh, it wasn't no problem. You didn't cause no problem. I just had to make sure somebody knew that not to put certain things in the chat. They may have forgotten, and they were just excited. I'd never had a problem with that person, so I hope they didn't take it wrong. I just had to speak on it because other people were speaking on it too, and it was like, oh my God, what do you mean, oh my God? Hey,
Okay, yeah. I think yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think I get you on that one.
What you call it says, Bell said the murder charge will be done first. Oh, really?
This was earlier.
Huh?
I told you that earlier when she was changing the date. She couldn't make this date. She couldn't make that date for the hearing, for the competency hearing. And he got mad, and he was like, okay, we're just going to do the murder charge. We're going to go ahead and we're going to set a date for the murder charge.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, because he was...
Because to be honest with you, if he gets found guilty on the murder charge, the other charges really don't matter. I mean, it does matter, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's all go inside. But if he goes with the neglect charges and get found guilty, it supports the murder. So why would you not go first with the bigger thing, saying, hey, if I get off on this, that helps my case on the neglect. Or it don't even have to help the case on the neglect. It just, I'm working with some little stuff, which is not really little because you got 30 of them. But those 30 charges, it's between 6 months to a year on some of them, and some of them 5 years.
I didn't think there was any statutes of limitations on those.
Well, I wasn't talking about the statute of limitations. Oh no, they're way they're good because it's already charged. But they do have a time limit. They just can't hold somebody forever now.
Yeah, true.
They've already charged the person. They just can't hold them.
Right. I mean, shoot. Let's just,
Team Cody says he has 5 months for the indictment.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, Miss P. You're not paying attention to me.
Yeah. Well, hey, what about the other? Well, was the other ones wasn't an indictment? Was the 30 wasn't the indictment? Or he was just charged?
Yeah. Charged with it, and he's got 5 months to get, guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
That's what that means, the 5 months.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I done lost my mind anyway, so.
Right.
I shouldn't be jumping on nobody's show. I just need to sit on my mind.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to mind my business, but I do be in other people's business and stuff, so looking to see what's going on. So we'll get some more. It's Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday.
Okay.
All righty.
Alrighty, Leslie. I will talk to you on Friday.
All right, thanks.
All right,
Bye-bye. I had 2 phone calls that came in. If you guys want to call in, we only got about maybe a minute or two. If you got something to say, I know Freddie called in one, and I don't know who called in the other one, but oh my goodness. Yeah, life. I just want to get off of here, to be honest with you. I usually, when things happen like that, I usually just shut down and chat because people think, oh, you just blowing it out of proportion, blowing stuff out of proportion. I don't blow things out of proportion. It is what it is. Hey, Freddie in the dark, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, when that was going on, when I heard what was happening, I couldn't even get out. I had chicken in water, cleaning and all. But what I wanted to say was I want to thank everybody for my happy birthday blessings and which that I appreciate. And a lot of people don't know that Cody is your baby. It is more like a personal thing for you because you went out strong for this baby.
Yeah.
Like the warrior that you are, the Indian princess. You even went to the game when you found out Shaq was coming, whatever. You got in there and you got the words here and you
Well, I don't know. Somebody came in the chat and said they did it. So I just said, you know what I said? I said, okay.
I know you do. I was saying okay, but baby, you even had the baby on you can't check the shirt, check it, you ever send letters, you people have letters in the form.
Girl, we need to send some more letters in too. But no, it's just we we as a group of Warriors for Children, if I do it, we all done it. We do it for each other. I've got actually some mods in here that sent letters to Chief Mark Talbert, was making phone calls and calling me and talking to him and everything. We was like over here crying. We was over here mad.
I tell you, we went all out strong for this, baby. So anybody who in there want to say something negative and whatever, they need to just be quiet and just go out the chat.
Yeah.
Like you do when you're in church and you throw up the hand, you walk on out. Just walk on out like that.
Right.
Yeah, but
it'd be all right.
Yes, it is. And I want to thank everybody too. I truly do. Okay, then you have a nice, good, blessed evening to everybody too.
Yeah. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here before I say anything else wrong. Because I know I've probably hurt this young lady's feelings, and that was not my intention. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, now
See this? You cannot go.
Baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah.
Where does the fault lie on you?